new creations, change of forms, cover and substance of souls. BD0805 from March 11, 1939, taken from book number 17. It is a law from eternity that the Spirit of God embodies itself in all creatures, that therefore nothing exists which does not contain the divine spark, and therefore the whole universe with all creations is Spirit of God and therefore cannot be transient, which is why a perpetual regeneration in nature is the same law, which is comprehensively clarified with the imperishability of all spiritual which animates nature. Therefore, even if a perpetual change of the external form takes place, the animating element of this form always remains, because otherwise the whole of creation could not exist, but where the Spirit from God does not want to indwell a thing, it would have to cease to be. It is indisputable that the Spirit of God is also at work there, when new formations of all kinds become noticeable. Where, so to speak, the most marvelous new creations arise out of nothing, which, however, are already conditioned in themselves and spring from an old form that is apparently close to dying. One can constantly observe in nature that all changes of form always occur when everything that exists is already in a state that visibly shows a dying off. And from this dying off everything that comes is born to life. The awakening to new life always results in the slow death of the old, and this is therefore already proof that the spiritual strength only leaves the outer shell in order to continue its progress in a new shell, and this usually in a completely different form, so that a permanent higher development of the spiritual entity is connected with it and thus the outer form only serves this purpose. The state of maturity of the being can already be recognized by the nature of the form, for the tinier the external form is, the more undeveloped is also the soul substance animating it. In larger living beings innumerable such soul particles unite again and thus strive upwards together. And thus it can be seen how necessary the recurring transformation and resurrection in nature is for the progress of all spiritual beings, and how all coming into being and passing away is and must remain a law arranged according to plan by the Creator, precisely in order to guarantee the higher development of all spiritual entities and at the same time to allow the work of creation to exist and to constantly enliven it. Amen.